Good morning. This week's Sunday morning message, we will be continuing out of the book of Proverbs with chapter 8. Does not wisdom cry out, and understanding lift up her voice? She takes her stand on the top of the high hill, beside the way, where the paths meet. She cries out by the gates, at the entry of the city, at the entrance of the doors. To you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men. O you simple ones, understand prudence, and you fools, be of an understanding heart. I have already stated this a million times in this series so far, but earlier in this book, wisdom is personified as a woman crying out in the public square. Again, that's Proverbs 1, 20, and 21. Solomon again uses this metaphor, depicting wisdom as a woman crying out from far and near for men to heed her call and to listen to what she has to say. Wisdom's message is not obscured so that no one can find it. On the contrary, the basic principles of godly wisdom are so obvious that everyone should follow them and listen. For I will speak of excellent things, and from the opening of my lips will come right things. For my mouth will speak truth. Wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are righteousness. Nothing crooked or perverse is in them. They are all plain to him who understands, and right to those who find knowledge. Receive my instruction, and not silver, and acknowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies, and all the things one may desire cannot be compared with her. In contrast to those who are corrupted, crooked, or twisted, wisdom speaks noble, righteous, and true things. Her instruction is worth more than the finest gold, silver, and jewels. This is true in both practical and spiritual ways. A person who starts with nothing but follows wisdom has a better chance of being successful than a foolish person who stumbles into wealth. From an eternal perspective, this is also true, Mark 8:36. The soul is worth infinitely more than anything that we might obtain in life. And in Mark 8:36 it says, For what will it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his own soul? And now going back to Proverbs 1, chapter 8 and verse 12, it says, I, wisdom, dwell with prudence, and find out knowledge and discretion. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogance, and the evil way. And the perverse mouth I hate. Wisdom teaches that the fear of the Lord is the hatred of evil. This fear is the kind of reverential, worshipful obedience that we should rightfully offer to God. In contrast, that which disagrees with wisdom is pride, arrogance, and corruption. Counsel is mine, and sound wisdom. I am understanding. I have strength. By me kings reign, and rulers decree justice. By me princes rule, and nobles, all the judges of the earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me diligently will find me. Riches and honor are with me, enduring riches and righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, yes, than fine gold, and my revenue than choice silver. I traverse the way of righteousness, in the midst of the paths of justice, that I may cause those who love me to inherit wealth, that I may fill their treasuries. For a leader to be truly benevolent and just, they must use godly wisdom. This is a national application of the same benefits wisdom offers to individual people. She loves those who love her. Once extolling the value of godly wisdom, Solomon notes that valuing wisdom is better than fine gold and choice silver. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I have been established from everlasting, from the beginning, before there was ever an earth. When there were no depths, I was brought forth. When there were no fountains, abounding with water, before the mountains were settled, before the hills, I was brought forth. while as yet he had not made the earth or the fields or the primal dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he drew a circle on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above, when he strengthened the fountains of the deep, when he assigned to the sea its limit, so that the waters would not transgress his command, when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was beside him as a master craftsman, and I was daily his delight, rejoicing always before him, rejoicing in his inhabited world. And my delight was with the sons of men. Solomon noted that wisdom existed before God created the heavens and the earth. The depiction here of wisdom as something being established by God before the creation of the world speaks to God's perfection. At the same time, wisdom poetically stands alongside the Lord as a master workman. Some people have interpreted this passage as being a statement from Jesus, who was literally with God from the beginning, John 1:1. However, this is a different context and not a literal representation of Christ. Rather, wisdom is an intrinsic part of how God created and enjoyed his work. And famously, John 1:1, a lot of people know it, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Flipping back to Proverbs chapter 8, starting on verse 32. Now therefore, listen to me, my children, for blessed are those who keep my ways. Hear instruction and be wise, and do not disdain it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoever finds me finds life, and obtains favor from the Lord. But he who sins against me wrongs his own soul. All those who hate me love death. The running theme of advice. Wisdom urges human beings to listen to her and promises blessings to those who respond positively. However, those who fail to find wisdom, those who ignore God's teaching, inflict injury on themselves and love death. They will ultimately be separated from God. Thank you for watching. Next week we will be continuing with the book of Proverbs, chapter 9. God bless.